begin.
Welcome, I am Brother Max, and today is day 1 of the 31 Days of Fright horror movie project, year 13. Can't say consecutive, but it is my 13th year of doing this. It is October 1st, 2025, and today's movie is none other than Kevin Smith's Tusk. Now, I talked about this movie like 10 or so years ago because that's when this movie came out, and I doubled up. I did 2 movies in one day for one video, and I thought, you know what, I kind of need to kind of go back and kind of correct some of these double days, you know, like let's give this movie its proper full-length review. So that's what we'll be talking about today, is Tusk. But before I kind of jump into that, I kind of have to say a few things. Like, I want to say thank you to my wife and son for bearing with me for this next 31 days of doing this, when I have to like kind of come down to the basement and kind of do these videos and whatnot, and everyone else who's doing the 31 Days of Fright or Halloween or half October or whatever you kind of want to call it, but just where you watch a different movie for each of the days in October. I wish all of them the best of luck and everything, and as well as the creator of my new logo for my channel, Data Drip. Also, he's a close friend of mine, Cam. Thank you very much. It really makes my channel seem legit now. Thank you very much. And my wife has, as per always, I have to kind of go back to her. She always provides me with a spooky gift, and she has provided the horror trivia, which will come into play later in the month. So I will spotlight that a little later in the month. But now, as always, before I start the review, really officially start this review, I always kind of like to do a quick shot or drink to the people of doing this. So I kind of, luckily enough, I was able to find the hard cider Jason verse stuff by Angry Orchard. As you can also see, I got the thriller pack as well behind me, and the cans displayed there, so those will also come into play for this month. So, but first, I kind of just wanted to kind of just give a quick little drink to everybody to say cheers to everyone and to what's going to happen for the next spooky month in this spooky month for the spooky season. So here's to everybody, my wife, kid, friends, and everyone who's helped me get it right here. So oh, that's actually really good. So this is my official first hard cider, so holy crap, that is actually really, really good. I'm actually looking forward to trying the other flavors behind me. But that's much later in the month. Oh man, okay, it's 3 minutes into the video. Let's just kind of get this ball rolling. So, as I mentioned before, Tusk is directed by Kevin Smith. This is a kind of really outside of his wheelhouse when it comes to his directing style and stuff like that. As you know, he's famous for the Jay and Silent Bob stuff, and you know, even Red State was a really good, really great first attempt into the horror genre. Even though I don't think that movie's considered horror, but he always says there's horrible things that happen in that movie, so I consider it horror. But this one is legit a little bit more in the horror genre, like kind of campy. There's some moment, it's dark humor and sometimes, but essentially what the movie boils down to is you got Justin Long's character Walrus, and he's part of a podcasting team with Haley Joe Osment, and they kind of interview people of the internet, and they have an interview set up in Canada. So he's heading up to Nova Scotia or wherever, and he's going to interview this kid named the Kill Bill Kid. It's in the vein of the Star Wars kid, you know, where he's kind of like swinging a golf ball retriever thing, and then he ends up like, unlike in the Star Wars kid video, the Kill Bill Kid ends up like slicing his leg off. So, and so that's what kind of makes the video famous. So Wallace, Justin Long's character, he goes up there and he's set to interview this kid, and the kid ends up dying. And so he's without an interview, and scrambling to kind of make a video because he didn't want to make this trip not worth it. He finds a kind of like this like thing in the bathroom, kind of explaining that, hey, like, I got stories to tell, come talk to me, and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's perfect. And it just strikes his fancy. So he drives up the Bifrost, and then you kind of meet some characters that you will meet in the sequel. Yoga Hosers, you got Harley Quinn Smith and Lily Rose Depp. They're playing like clerks, and they're kind of giving them crap and stuff. But yeah, it's like this kind of stuff just makes the movie seem full. It's like you can clearly kind of see where the journey is going. So he finally reaches this place, and I do believe this is the main character of the movie, which is Michael Parks. He is the villain of the movie, but he is the one who has all the best scenes and everything. He's the one who is like legit, like, for a movie that is about a man who turns another man into a walrus, you believe this guy. That's what I'm trying to say, and everything like that. So that's basically the story. It's like I just told you. Like, once he gets to this place, he gets drugged, and so throughout the movie, he's being transformed into a walrus, and his friend and girlfriend are trying to track him down because he just went off the grid and everything, and just things aren't matching up. So, and then they seek help of a detective who is played by a big cameo. I don't want to say who it is, just in case you haven't seen this movie, but it is a big cameo. He's hidden well within makeup, but the thing is, you can tell who it is pretty quick. But the thing is, I've talked to a couple people who didn't know he was in that movie, so just be on the lookout for someone big. And so yeah, like, this movie's great. Like, and then the movie kind of pivots to like this really like body horror kind of thing, where Wallace, Justin Long's character, again, is like just transformed into a giant walrus made of human skin and everything like that, where you can actually see like ears and where he's patchwork together, because through dialogue you learn that people have gone missing, and like how else is he going to make this giant walrus suit, like, and everything. So it's like, of course he has to use human skin and everything, human skin and bone. But yeah, that's really all I want to say about the movie itself so far, because there's a lot to say about this movie, and because you have to experience this movie. It really is. It can be a kind of rite of passage in a way, because this movie is so absurd and so different, and especially so different for the director himself, Kevin Smith. It's just so different, but it is definitely a 2, because, as you know, I do have a kind of a rating scale. Like, 1 is just kind of your run-of-the-mill horror. 2, best watch with the group. 3, it's more than average, but adds nothing new to the horror genre. 4, helps move the horror genre forward. And 5, being a horror classic. Now, this one I think will eventually become a horror classic, or like at least a staple, like early month October movies. Like, oh, let's start with Tusk, before you start getting into more classics and stuff like that. I'd say eventually it will make its way further down the month, but right now it's a very strong first week October month to watch. Like I just did, it's day 1 for me, so it's definitely a 2, because like, this is the type of movie that you would definitely have fun with your friends and sit around and enjoy whatever you want to drink and whatnot. And that's actually really, really good. And so it's this one kind of movie. It's a popcorn movie. It definitely doesn't help move the horror genre forward, but it does show that like directors should be branching out out of their wheelhouse. Like, I'm happy about this movie. I really do enjoy this movie, so it's fun to watch. So that's really all I have to say about Tusk. Just before because it's a lot of fun to watch. And now that's really all I have to say for today. I'm going to try to keep these videos around 10 minutes. So anyways, I am the one and only MSJ, Brother Max, for everyone, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 2, because I'm very excited for this month. I'm very, very excited because last year was rough, so I'm getting back into this is gonna be great. So thank you, and please stay spooky, and as always, have a good Halloween coming up. Please be safe.